Do you believe a single encounter can change two lives forever? On a cold morning, a kitten was left behind in a box, alone, fragile, invisible to the world. The same time, just blocks away, a woman was struggling to survive the silence left by heartbreaking loss. They didn't know it yet, but they were about to find each other. And what came next was more than adoption. It was the beginning of unexpected healing. And so, two broken hearts began to heal together. Soft pause, emotional music fades in. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who believes in the power of love, even in the darkest moments. Chapter 1: The Abandonment. It was a cold winter morning, the kind where the wind stings the skin and the sky seems too tired to rise. On a forgotten corner of the sidewalk, curled up inside a torn cardboard box, he lay, a kitten, far too small to understand what had happened. His eyes, still wide with wonder, were clouded with dirt and quiet sorrow. His fur was matted, his tiny paws numb from the cold, and his meows barely made a sound. He didn't know why he was there, nor why his soft bed had been replaced by damp paper. All he knew was emptiness. For hours he didn't move, watching feet rush past him. A few slowed down, glanced at him with pity, but none stopped. The world was too busy to notice a broken heart with four paws. He didn't know it yet, but this was the beginning of a story that would change two lives forever. 'Cause sometimes destiny starts exactly where hope seems to have ended. Chapter 2: Two Broken Hearts. Just a few blocks away, Anna stared out the living room window as she did every day since life had changed. The silence in the house weighed as heavily as the emptiness in her chest. For months, she had struggled to get out of bed, to find meaning in gray mornings. Nothing had color since the loss that shattered her world. She had always been the one to care for others. But now there was no one to care for her. Her tea sat cooling in her hands, and the television, barely audible, whispered distractions that never touched her heart. That morning, without much thought, Anna decided to go outside. She walked slowly, as if searching for something, though she didn't know what. And then she heard it. A faint, muffled meow coming from behind a trash bin. Curious, or perhaps guided by something greater, Anna stepped closer. When she lifted the edge of the box, time seemed to pause. Chapter 3: The Birth of a New Life. Anna didn't hesitate. She wrapped the kitten's tiny body in her scarf and carried him home, her heart racing, not just from urgency but from something she couldn't yet name, a spark. That first night, the kitten slept curled up in an old towel beside her bed. He trembled softly, as if still unsure he was truly safe. Anna didn't sleep much either. Her thoughts were restless, but for the first time in a long while they weren't empty. In the days that followed, she fed him, bathed him, tended to his wounds. She decided to call him Leo, like the lion, even though he was just a skinny kitten with gentle eyes. But she saw something in him. Something strong despite everything. What Anna didn't expect was that Leo would take care of her too. He began to follow her around the house, curl up in her lap when she cried, and purr softly during her long silences. He seemed to know, to feel, as if he had been made for this. Over time, the smiles returned, shy but real. The mornings gained subtle colors. The silence no longer felt heavy, filled now with the soft sound of paws and purrs. Leo didn't speak. But he healed, with presence, with watchful eyes, with quiet devotion. And so the abandoned kitten became more than a pet. He became companionship, medicine, therapy. He became home. There he was, small, fragile, shivering. Their eyes met, one gaze lost, the other exhausted. And for a moment there was no pain. only silence and recognition. Two broken hearts. Two lonely souls that had unknowingly found each other. And life gently began to rewrite its course. Before we continue, take a deep breath. This is a story about pain, connection, and healing. If you believe in the power of unexpected bonds like the video, share it with someone special and subscribe for more stories like this. Now, let's go back to that cold morning where everything began.